Jules Verne aimed a cannon at the moon and fired human imagination. His audacious duology still feels revolutionary today. Plot rocket. From Baltimore to lunar orbit, Verne turns ballistics into carnival spectacle. The first novel opens with Civil War artillery experts craving a peacetime challenge. They decide to fire a hollow projectile carrying men straight at the moon. Verne describes committees, budgets, and town rivalries with mocking newspaper flair. Every technical detail receives numeric precision, yet the tone remains playful. When the giant Columbiad finally roars, you almost smell burnt powder. The launch propels 3 volunteers and a dog into silent weightlessness. For 1865 readers, this scene was pure speculative adrenaline. Modern readers still feel suspense despite knowing the physics is off. Verne mixes press conferences, banquets, and parades, skewering American boosterism. He delivers satire wrapped in rocket fumes. The plot blasts forward like the cannon itself, loud and unrestrained. Yet under the noise, he asks a serious question about technological showmanship. Is mankind launching progress, or merely showing off bigger guns? Victorians reading these pages debated the project in real newspapers. The fiction sparked crowdfunding proposals long before Kickstarter existed. That meta-hype shows Verne shaping not only stories, but public ambition. Even Mark Twain praised the concept, acknowledging its blend of satire and science. Character chemistry in zero gravity. Personalities bounce inside the capsule like loose tools. Impey Barbicane embodies rational optimism, quoting spreadsheets during near disasters. Captain Nicholl counters with practical caution and paternal concern. Michel Ardan brings French bravado, turning cosmic risk into parlor game wagers. Their banter creates a chamber play framed by portholes. Verne keeps dialogue crisp, delivering science lessons through argument. When weightlessness hits, they pop champagne instead of solving trajectory errors. This whimsy grounds the speculative setting in human habit. The dog, unfortunately, becomes comic ballast rather than a companion. Still, the pet's presence reminds readers that real missions carry ethical stakes. These contrasting voices echo later space crews, from Apollo to cinematic fiction. Verne seeds the archetype of quarrelsome explorers who must coordinate to survive. Their camaraderie, not the hardware, keeps the reader invested across 2 volumes. Every joke hides anxious awe at the vast, indifferent void outside. Ardan's charisma doubles as author mouthpiece, mocking narrow national pride. Nicholl responds with dry humour, offering a safety net of reason. Their clash enlivens exposition that might otherwise read like lecture notes. By book 2, their friendship becomes a model for cooperative international missions' future. Science fiction or scientific fossil? The novels straddle textbook precision and playful impossibility. Verne consults 1860s ballistics data, calculating gunpowder masses and escape velocity. He even anticipates Florida launches by choosing equatorial latitude. Yet, he ignores atmospheric friction and lethal G-forces. Today's reader smiles at the aluminium capsule without life support systems. That tension between accuracy and fantasy defines hard science fiction's roots. Verne invites readers to crunch numbers, then dazzles them with fireworks. This method influenced Clarke, Heinlein, and even NASA concept artists. When Apollo 8 circled the moon, reporters quoted Verne's page numbers. The books thus double as cultural fossils preserving Victorian space dreams. Reading them now reveals how imagination evolves while ambition endures. They remind us that every blueprint starts as speculative nonsense. Laugh at the giant cannon, but respect the vision behind its smoke. After all, Rockets replaced gun barrels, yet the destination stayed identical. Verne even predicts splashdown recovery, though using giant ocean buoys. He misjudges orbital mechanics, yet grasps political momentum behind exploration. The science errors become historical breadcrumbs, marking knowledge gaps of the era. Should you read it in 2024? The answer depends on your tolerance for Victorian verbosity. The prose meanders through club resolutions, public subscriptions, and endless committee speeches. Some chapters feel like satirical newspaper columns detached from the flight narrative. Skim those digressions, and the momentum returns quickly. The duology rewards patience with haunting lunar vistas and daring mid-space maneuvers. Families can read aloud without fearing objectionable content. Science teachers still mine the text for historical STEM projects. Audiobooks help modern ears digest 19th-century syntax. If you loved The Martian, watch its grandfather invent MacGyver thinking. If you crave lyrical prose, you may miss deeper character psychology. But the sheer audacity trumps any stylistic rust. Finish the final chapter and step outside. The moon will look closer. You will understand why dreamers kept building taller launch pads. Verne's canon still echoes in every countdown roll you hear on live streams. Library editions often bind both novels together, easing binge reading. Annotated versions provide margin notes clarifying archaic measurements and jokes. Choose one with original engravings. The art enhances the theatrical mood. Read my full deep dive article for more context, trivia, and modern parallels.